You know, it's not considered very polite to arrive to a funeral for which you receive no invitation. Your actions are only made worse by your condition. Invited or not, you are not here for this. You did not come to pay your respects, or to give a last word of comfort, of love, of grief. You did not come here for him. You came here for me. You followed my power as it called to you. It sang in your head, an unbearable melody that you couldn't shake away. If you were still alive, it would feel as if it was burning in your veins, as if it was shaking your very bones, threatening to burst out of them and shatter you. I know how it feels. I know how alluring a call like that can be, how compelling it is. Do not mistake my aggravation for ignorance. I understand how difficult it is to ignore such a call. It reaches inside me. It has since the day I realized what I was. That isn't to say, of course, that it can't be ignored. It takes a great deal of effort, but it can be done. You just have to want it. You just have to care enough to put forth the effort. I would think that someone in your condition would understand something such as this. But no. No, instead, you refuse to ignore the call, the sweet sensation of being drawn to my power. And instead of ignoring that call, it seems perhaps you chose to ignore all kindness and sympathy. You chose to approach me as I bury a piece of my heart under this frozen earth. I have spent hours digging. I spent countless days searching for the right place. I wept night after night and prayed to the saints over and over, so certain they would hear me. But they didn't, did they? I asked them for it to have been a nightmare, only a dream that I could blink away come the sunrise. Once I felt his touch again, all would be well. But all is not well. He is dead and buried now. My love, my reason for living for so long. He is gone, and I cannot bear it. For we were all supposed to make it. We were all supposed to walk away from this, alive, stronger, richer even. 6 of us walked in. 5 walked away. Unscathed, physically at least. He died. He was the only one. Yet at the same time, a piece of each of us died as well. I feel as if I died a long time ago. My power certainly did. It changed and was no longer a warm, beating thing within me. It now feels cold, frigid, like plunging into the sea off a fjorda. Do you know that feeling? I would assume you do. It felt as if a part of me died that day. And when I saw him, when I felt his life bleed away under my hands, the rest of me finally died too. And it feels as if it dies again today, as I sit here weeping for the one I've lost. Yet still, even knowing all of this now, you remain in front of me. You remain unblinking, unchanging. You don't even seem fazed by all of this. Perhaps you've seen worse. I don't know, and to be perfectly frank, I don't care. I don't much care for what you have come here to say to me. I don't much care for the message that keeps you here. A call for help, a call for justice, final words for your family and friends. I don't care for any of it. Yet still you remain. Still you stand there expecting me to listen to you. As I mourn a great loss, you expect me to make time for you. You expect me to push aside my own grief and focus on you. Because I was cursed with this power. Because what I did to save all of us killed something inside of me. Something that I once cherished, and now I have begun to... I've begun to loathe the very thing I once loved so dearly. I used to be able to heal a small bit. I could calm someone who was in pain, put someone to sleep if they were struggling with anxiety. I was even able to change the way a person looked, at least a little bit, so that they wouldn't be harmed by someone who recognized their previous face. I used to be able to do that. And now, all I have left is ice and frozen whispers from those long dead. I used to feel so connected to it. And now it feels foreign, alien, like it's something that should never have been in my body. And still it calls to you. It brings you to me when I am at my lowest. It doesn't belong inside of me. Not now, perhaps not ever. And you do not belong here. You need to leave. There is no help that I can offer you. There is no comfort that I can offer you. Not like this. Wait a few days and perhaps I will be well enough to see to you. But right now What are you doing? You haven't moved an inch since I first laid eyes on you. And when I tell you to leave, Instead, you walk closer. How selfish must one become in death? How can you be so... What are you doing? I can feel you. You're cold, but you're there. It's as if I'm holding on to someone made of ice. Yet, what was once your skin is soft. What was once your hair, it isn't brittle. It doesn't fall apart at my touch. Your eyes, they aren't simply crystals of ice frozen into spheres. No, there is warmth in them. A sort of bittersweet warmth. The look that someone often gives to those who are in grief, to those who are in need of comfort. What are you? You don't seem the same as other ghosts I have seen. I haven't seen many, but you don't seem like them. You seem almost like a saint. You've come to me when I am at my lowest, heard my words of sorrow, and now you offer comfort. Are you some sort of... So you do speak enough to understand me. What are you here for? You don't know. I don't understand. Those whose spirits remain behind, oftentimes there's something here that they still want. Justice. A final glimpse of a loved one. Perhaps even a chance to say a final word of love to someone they cared about. A final message to give from beyond the grave. How can you still be here if you don't know why? Somehow, you chose to stay. And what in saint's name would possess you to do such a thing? This world is no longer for you. This world is full of nothing but heartbreak and death, it seems. There is beauty, yes, but it comes about so rarely, it seems. Why not move on? Surely whatever you believe, whatever you think lies after this life, it must be waiting for you, and it must be better than this. You aren't so sure. And why is that? If you were there, you could only watch. And what would you do if you didn't simply watch? what you are doing right now. Comforting those who are suffering the way you did, the way your family and friends did. You are mortal, there's no doubt about that. But you have the heart of a saint nonetheless.